guys? Justin DiGiovanni here, and welcome to Prairie Dog Land. So we're actually on our way to a location right now, but in order to get there, we've got to cut through all this field along this trail. This is Coal Creek Trail. Yeah, there's prairie dogs all around. Currently can't see them just yet, but there's a couple off in the distance. So in this video, we are going to be doing another backyard shot. And the reason being is because my car is in the shop. Long story short, I had family come up and I was on my way over there to go see them. Well, on the main interstate, my clutch ended up breaking on me. I don't know how. There's no indication, there's no warning. So I'm currently without a car, hence why I'm doing the backyard shot. It is expensive. If you guys want, I do have a donation button on my website. I will put the link down below, and if you guys are generous, please donate and help me get my car back. That way I could go out and explore more, do more videos for you guys. And that's the reason why I haven't been publishing weekly anymore recently, is because I've been out of a car and just kind of hiking around trying to figure out a location to photograph and also record. But luckily today we have a awesome shot. I've hiked here a few times and it's pretty sweet. So what these prairie dogs, when they think that there's a threat in the area, see, like that guy somewhere over there in his little burrow, he's giving out a warning because he thinks that I'm a predator and I'm out on the hunt. Not this kind of hunt. I'm actually hunt for a photograph. But what these prairie dogs will do, they'll send the warning out, and what that does, that alerts everybody else in the community, and they'll kind of keep a lookout. Now the prairie dog that gives out the warning, what he does, he actually gets really low in his burrow, and he'll just kind of like peek his eyes out, and then he'll make the call. The reason why he gets down low enough and makes a call is because he doesn't want to give his spot away. So he's normally the one that gives a call, is the closest to me, and he'll alert everybody else. And then when I get a little bit closer, then he'll dip down into his little burrow, and then we'll just wait until the next one. Yeah, see? There's one way out here. Today's gonna be a little bit tricky, and the reason why I say that is because it is kind of raining. Now, not so much right now, but all around me. You can see that there's rain off in the distance back here. So we're trying to beat time and the elements. Because as you can see all around me, that I'm in a giant field. I don't have any cover if it does rain, so good luck. For my camera bag, I actually have a waterproof cover. Gotta have that weather protection for yourself and your gear. This location, way out here, I've seen a few coyotes out here kind of hunting. we are here at the location. Let me hike up just a little bit more. It's so nice. Everything is like saturated with the rain, which is awesome in my book. Yeah, that's my main subject. It's this awesome looking tree that part of it, as you can see, there's a good section where the bark is missing. Now the bark itself is a dark color, plus with the saturation of the rain, it makes it even more dark. And then the exposed wood is a little bit lighter in color, which kind of gives it a characteristic. And it's completely bare. I don't know if it's dead or just haven't got its spring leaves yet. But I kind of like it just like this as is. So that's my main subject. My background are going to be these clouds. I have to wait for the right moment to have the clouds very dramatic like, because I feel like this image, I'm trying to have it a dramatic type of image, like really moody. My foreground is going to be, let me pan you guys down. It's kind of like a leading line. There's the edge of this little hill right here, but then that's like covered in the green grass. That's like it's springtime, everything's growing. And then you have a little bit of like the dead cattails. The two combination kind of like leading your eyes up to the tree. But then also if you look at it, let me see, right about here, that's also a leading line. That's the bank of the little hill. And the reason why it is the way it is, it's kind of like you can see exposed dirt, is because from the water that's down below, it ended up eroding the bank, so it kind of gives it more of a definition to help your eyes lead to the main subject. So let me tell you about my camera settings. My shutter is at 200th of a second, my aperture is at f8, and my ISO is 320. I kind of want a faster shutter. I don't want to do a slow shutter. And the reason being for that is because I want to show the definition in the clouds. Now, the clouds will actually help out with this photo to make it more dramatic, make it more moody. So I'm going to be hand-holding all this right here. I have to be patient. I have to wait for the clouds to be just right to get that image. Off to my left, your right, there, right about here, you can see the rain falling. Oh, man, it is freaking amazing. But then also kind of like, I don't know if it's coming this way or not, so... That was awesome. That looks so good. We don't have much time because the rain is starting to pick up a little bit. We are currently hauling. Yeah, that's right. We're trying to beat the elements, because I'll show you what's up ahead. Because that is what is up ahead. We are trying to beat that. Let's get close. As you can see from the screen, that my lens has a couple of water spots on it. Currently not worried about it right now because of that storm that's approaching. Luckily, we got the shot. We got that freaking shot. That's a really nice shot. I think we're getting closer to the rain, or the rain's getting closer to us. Either way, it's not good because I'm pretty much out in the open. Like, this is just nothing but a huge, just plain. It's openness. There's a couple of trees, but they're mostly dead. There's no shade, and it is springtime, which most of these trees, they do have leaves, but they're new leaves, so the leaves are a lot smaller. They're not fully grown and doesn't fully protect me of rain. So far so good, but if I pen you guys, yeah, that doesn't look too good. But hey, you know what, I live for this stuff, man. I love getting out into the elements and just kind of being like on edge and seeing, you know, like how the elements are acting. But so far so good, you know. Depending on the weather, we might be able to snap some photos of these prairie dogs, and I know the perfect location for it. I just have to see if those prairie dogs are in the area. So let's go. I'm at the location to photograph the prairie dogs that I was talking about earlier, but I might have to postpone that for tomorrow because this storm is getting awfully close. So a good indication that the storm is nearby is that I don't see any prairie dogs out roaming around. They all taking shelter underneath the ground. I'm hiking back to my house. There is a bridge that goes right over this pathway. So if it doesn't get really bad, I could just hang out there for a little bit and kind of judge it. But currently, I am beelining it to my place to avoid this storm, because the storm, it looks like that it is on its way to this area. So I definitely do not want to get caught in that. But we'll see what happens. So for the time being, I'm going to put the camera away. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll photograph those prairie dogs. So I will see you guys in a little bit. See ya. What's up, guys, and welcome back. So we are here back in prairie dog land. Earlier in the video, as you can tell, we're trying to beat the rain, and luckily we did, because when I got back to my place, I ended up doing a time lapse, and where the rain fell in the video that you see, that's exactly where we were. And luckily we got out just in time. So we're here back at it again on a very hot day. So there's all sorts of different animals here besides the prairie dog. I mean, prairie dog is like the main thing. They cover a lot of area. But we ended up seeing a raccoon over by the creek, birds of prey, and also like rabbits and different insects too. So I think there's a mound that has a family of 5, give or take. Now maybe 3 to 4 of them are little babies. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to set everything up and I'm going to photograph them. And I'll tell you about like my camera settings while I'm sitting there waiting for them. So that's exactly what we'll be doing. Let's go! As you can hear, there's one right behind me just yelling his head off because he thinks I'm a predator. So he's letting the rest of the community know that I'm in the area. But the family that I'm focused on right now doesn't seem too worried about me, just because they keep on like poking the head up and just kind of like moving around. So let me tell you about my camera and what I'm using. So I am using my 7200 2.8 Series 2 L glass with a 2-time extender. So essentially I could create a 400 millimeter. But the downfall is when I add the 2-time extender, instead of a 2.8, it actually goes to a 5.6, which is a bummer. But since you're zoomed in that close anyways, you could still have the bokeh effect, the blurriness. Let me tell you about my camera settings. My shutter is at 500th of a second, my aperture is at f5.6, and my ISO is at 100. My focusing is pretty normal, just because of how still these animals are. I'm just using like a one-shot focus instead of going down to like AI focus or AI servo, just because they're not moving around that much. Now if I was to photograph them running in between each holes, then I would turn on the AI servo. But so far so good. And he's still yelling at me. So for these guys, since they're in the holes, I would just kind of get like eye level with them, and it looks really good, because you have like your main subject, which is the prairie dogs, but then your background and foreground are the different species of plants all around them. So makes it really good. It's freaking nice. Alright, so that's it for the time being. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Yes! And if you want to see more of the videos that I produce, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. Yes! But until then, I will see you all in the next video. See ya!